Masks are back, folks. They back. Lockdowns are coming. You know they're coming. Got Delta out there, folks. Delta. Is that airline that got billions of dollars and is unprofitable and treats you like sheep? No. It's a new one. Delta. Delta Force. Here we go. Locking it down, folks. Here's my message. Do we need governments? Let's really think through this, right? Who has more power than the government? Social media has more power. Google has more power. I'd probably, at this point in time, rather pledge allegiance to Google than pledge allegiance to the American government because I think they're a freaking joke. I mean, you're talking about a government that does nothing but inflate and mess things up and yet can't stop. Like, they can't help themselves. Like, they're just like, oh, let's just keep doing this. So you're a college kid, you're about to go off to school in 3 or 4 weeks, maybe less than that actually. A few of you guys are getting on campus and you're hearing, hey, you need to take the shot. And if you don't get the shot, you're 18 years old, super healthy, but if you don't get it, you're not welcome at this school. Perfect. It's a great excuse. Going to college is a complete and total misallocation of 4 years and money. It's misallocation of your time. I went to college, I got 2 degrees, I got one in finance, I got one in economics, I enjoyed my time, graduated in 2011, and then from 2011 to 2021, I watched all the guys that I graduated with come out, get jobs, and their wages basically stay flat once they got to like where they were. They're just stuck right there. And then the successful ones, they went off and ran their own thing. They went off and become virtual workers. They could live anywhere. They could get income from anywhere. They eventually started their own businesses. Now they've got clients all through the net. Why can't you just do that like right now? Like you're 18. Get a van. Go van life it. Go hike some national parks. Go meet other people. Go to Burning Man. Get into those cool events. Go have fun. And go do what you want. This is a perfect excuse to be like, you know what? I'm just going to take a year off. Everyone will tell you, oh, once you get off the treadmill, you can't get back on. If you stop going to school now, you'll never be able to get back into it. You can get back into it. It's not a big deal. But also, you can also do something else with your 4 years and your money. I mean, imagine going to school right now in 2021, graduating in 25, like on time, right? And coming out with student loans. Now you're in 2025. What do you think's happening in the economy? Like, what do you like? We're going to see the effects of what's going on now. These lockdowns, all of these trillions of dollars in stimulus that are going out all the time, all these supply chain issues. We're going to find out what it all ends up. And I already know what it's going to end up because I studied economics. But I didn't need to go for 4 years of school to learn about economics. You read Hayek, you read Mises, you want to read Rothbard. You know, you read these guys. And you develop your own education. You get on YouTube, you pay for the platform. Pay for it. It's like $11 a month. I pay for it. I don't want to see ads. Just pay for it. And you start cruising through, you start building yourself some of your own private watch lists. Like I've got watch lists. I'm driving in my truck, I'm listening to them. I listen to all my YouTube videos. I'm hearing Robert Kiyosaki, Jim Rickards, George Gaiman, Economic Ninja, all these different guys that are older than me, more experienced than me, wealthier than me. That's probably a better use of your time than going and listening to a bunch of professors who have never done anything and are pretty much broke intellectual PhDs. Like, hey man, what's your net worth? Not much, bro. Right? You make like 100 and something grand a year and you don't have like anything to show for it. You're just a federal or government employee. You're a state employee. Congratulations, academics. Congratulations. You guys suck. And you guys haven't done anything. Like you write peer-reviewed papers for each other. Like it's an absolute joke. When you get to college and you go and you just see how the academic circle runs, you're just like, this is a big circle jerk. It's an absolute waste of time. And you are the guys that are getting scammed. The guys and gals that get scammed. The 18-year-olds, the 22-year-olds that go in there and they're like, I don't know how much my college costs, but I've got my student loans. And then you get out and I have friends. Like I've got a friend with 90 grand in student loans. Can't get underneath, can't get out from underneath it. Like he was telling me, he's like, dude, we knock out like 2 grand on this thing, right? 2-3 grand. And then like 3-4 months later, we just pay our normal payments. 3-4 months later, it's like back to 90 grand again because the interest is building on them. And it's like, dude, you got to get serious about it. You got to start knocking out like $1 grand a week. You got to start knocking out like 2-3 grand a month. Like you got to do whatever you got to do. You got to move in with mom and dad. You got to go work for 3-4 years. And the argument there is like, no, I already went to college for 6. And it's like, yeah, I got it. But now you need to go back to college, live like a student, and pay that debt off. The short of it is you're not going to get ahead. If you want to get ahead, like, go do something. Go apprentice with a with a badass. Go apprentice with somebody who can teach you a skill. Go work like what you might think is a menial job, like something that's below you, but you can earn cash now, and you can mentor an apprentice with people in whatever field you want to be in. Like whatever field you want to be in, I guarantee you probably don't need a degree to do it. Unless, of course, it's maybe medical. Maybe, right? I mean, outside of that, you're not gonna go like don't go get a poli-sci degree or go get a history degree just to have a fun time and join a fraternity or sorority and just party for 4 years. Get a van, go to a college campus, park it at the frat house and party for 4 years. And by the way, get a job so you can like clean the frat house or something like that. You can be one of the guys, but you'll be making money, not accumulating student debt. And if you want to go to any classes, just go to them. Just walk in. Nobody checks. You can go to any college. Like that was like one of my hobbies. Like after I graduated college, it's like I would just go to random colleges and just take classes. Like I would just go there for like a lecture or two. You know, like I go to FSU, went to George Mason, Charleston. I just walk in and just like listen to a lecture or two. Particularly like I'm a weirdo like that. There's a few professors that I would like follow some of their work, and I was just like, I want to hear these guys lecture. I heard them at a conference at one point. I just want to hear them lecture, and so I would do that. You can do that for free. You can also go and find all these online resources. One of them would be, if you're interested in finance and economics, would be Real Vision. You can pay to literally be part of ex-Goldman Sachs finance people. Like you can go get in the group. You can pay a monthly fee. It's like less than $250. I think they have different rungs. You can pay a monthly fee. So like you're gonna spend less than $5,000 a year to be like in the club at Real Vision, and you're gonna have access to like all of their insider content. You probably have access to any conferences they may do. You have direct access to those people. They worked at Goldman Sachs. They're way ahead on the crypto. Like you think you're gonna go to school and learn about decentralized finance? No, you're gonna learn about things that don't even exist anymore. Like the risk-free ratio and how the Federal Reserve used to work and fractional reserve banking, even though they just canceled all those rules last year. Like you're gonna learn like old stuff, like the Phillips curve and all the Keynesian economics and the Keynesian multiplier and all this crap that doesn't matter. And you're gonna pay a ton of money and you're gonna waste your time. And instead you go get a real skill. Go learn how to weld. You want to make $100+ a year? Learn how to weld aluminum. It's called TIG welding. You want to make $250 a year? Learn how to be a master diver and a master welder and become an underwater welder. You'll make $250+ a year. I would do it. I'm just scared. I'm an okay diver and I'm like kind of a crappy welder. Like my beads are not that good. So I'm like, I can develop these skills, but then at the same time, I'm on the bottom of a ship welding on it. I'm too scared. But you know what? $250+ a year to go do that stuff. And those opportunities are there. And while everybody's going to college, I've got a cousin who's heading off to college this year. College is like astronomical. It's like $50,000 a year, something like that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? He wants to go to college. His dad's like, he'll figure it out. I was like, yeah, he will. If he bails on it, he's gonna come out. He's gonna be like negative 40, 30 grand, whatever on 1 year, and then he's still gonna have to work to pay it off. I mean, heaven forbid he goes the whole time, finds a girl, gets married, gets a house, gets a mortgage, has a kid, still has student loans, and oh my God, if she has student loans too, he's screwed for life. He's never getting ahead, and that's just a fact. But the idea that they want to mandate what goes in your body. Nope, no thank you. The idea that you pay somebody and now you got to mask up to enter their classroom, I'm not paying for that. No way. There's no way. You're either a free human being or you're a slave. If you want to be a slave, go to college. If you want to become a free human being, find a way to go do what you want to go do, and college is definitely not part of the equation. Thanks for watching.